Hey guys, welcome to your Modern World Week 21 launch. And just a reminder that this Industrial Revolution project that we're working on slowly is due on February 5th, which is only about 2 weeks away. So if you've been following along and doing the checkpoints every week with me, you're going to have no problems finishing this. If you're somebody who might be a checkpoint or two behind, maybe try to double up this week and make sure you're on pace for the next week. We're on checkpoint 4 this week. Which is just making sure we're doing our product research. So again, the essential question that we're looking to do this year or for this project is to look at a product that you use in your daily life. So whether it be a particular brand of clothing like Nike or Abercrombie or Under Armour, or if you use an iPhone or Xbox 360 or whatever it is you use, is that product beneficial to global society? So just because you like it a lot, does that impact the world, on everybody in the world on a good level? Or is there somebody who kind of has to suffer because of it? Whether it's they make poor wages to make it, there's poor working conditions in the Nike factory, and I'm not saying there is, but this is what you're going to find out, just to see if it's good for everybody globally. So what you're going to do, this sheet is in the checkpoint 4 for you. So you're going to find this sheet off to the right-hand side. We're just going to break it down what you're supposed to do for each one. So off to the right side, you'll see the product research instructions, and that's where you would go to find this one. So step 1 is to choose a product. You're going to look at the list of example products and choose one, and then check with your teacher if you'd like to choose a product not on the list. So if it's not on the list, make sure you message me so that I can say, yeah, there's going to be enough information for you to be able to do this project. So again, off to the right side is you're going to see a resource called List of Products, and this is what we're talking about for step 1. So click into that, and it's going to look like this, List of Example Products. So it's going to break it up by technology, clothing and shoes. There's a couple different categories. But again, if you're choosing something different in technology that's not iPhone, Facebook, or Netflix, and that's something that interests you, make sure you message me to get permission to use that specific product. So then you would just be kind of choosing which product you're going to use for this project. Step 2 is to make a hypothesis, which is just an educated guess. So before you do any research at all, before you're on the internet researching, you need to think, answer the question, do you think this product is beneficial to the global society? Why or why not? So your hypothesis is, I believe the iPhone is good for the global society because this, and this. And then you write that down, and then you're going to do your research and kind of see if your hypothesis was right or wrong. Off to the right side, if you need help creating a hypothesis, that's going to be off to the right side in an activity called Product Selection and Hypothesis, and it's going to look something like this. So it's just going to help you kind of fill this in and get to your hypothesis. The third one is to conduct research. So you're going to look at the Credible Sources workshop to learn about finding credible sources when you're conducting research. It says to use Britannica Schools or a similar research website to find sources. There's note sheets provided and graphic organizers. So as you're doing, I highly recommend the Credible Sources workshop. Again, this is to tell you what makes something credible. So .edu, .gov, those kind of things are going to be a lot more trusted and more credible than something that's like somebody's personal blog. And checkpoint 4, the graphic organizer is going to look like this. So this is actually what you're submitting for checkpoint 4 for your final submission to get feedback. I want to highlight that URL section. So when you're finding your sources, remember you need to find at least 3 relevant and credible sources. You need to include a website link and an MLA citation. So it tells you to use EasyBib. So that's going to be a website that you can go into. You're just going to be filling in the information and then copying and pasting the citation that it's giving for you. So we want you guys to start properly citing your sources, and especially websites. Just remember that Wikipedia is not a credible source. So I say this a lot, and I just want to keep reminding you, if you're using Wikipedia as one of your 3 credible sources, I'm going to send it back every time because it's not credible. The reason being is that anybody can log into it and kind of add information as they please. So this is just one of the random ones on there. This is something for an actor, I believe. He's a known vampire and has the ability to transform into a Japanese giant salamander and does not require sleep. So obviously that's not true. Therefore, this is not a resource that you should be using as a reference material. So it's kind of funny at times what people put on there, but because that funny part is what makes it not a credible source, because you and I can get on there and say whatever we want. So again, make sure you're not using Wikipedia as a credible source. All right, if you have any questions at all about the project, please reach out this week.